My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 13th August 2020. The focus of our reflection: forgiveness is not an option but is an obligation. It is not a favor done to others at one's convenience, but the essence of a true follower of Christ. We live in a world that is fragmented and tormented by resentment and animosity, revenge, retaliation, and violence. It is torn apart by so many ruptures and discriminations. Various factors such as nation, race, class, color, culture, caste, religion, region, language, status, development, etc., divide the world and the human community. Human relations are so sadly ruled by principles of hatred and unforgiveness. The religions which are supposed to guide their adherents and followers in the path of love, tolerance, and fraternal solidarity seem to be failing in this hallowed task. This very well corresponds to the depiction of the people in the first reading from Ezekiel. It is a rebellious house. They have eyes to see, but do not see. They have ears to hear, but do not hear. They do not also mind the warning about the exile through the symbolic action of the prophet. Similarly, now also there are many who are least bothered about the various signs which warn us of the dire consequences if one persists in the evil. It is in this prevailing alarming context a spirit as well as a life of love and forgiveness has to re-emerge. To forgive is not an option or a favor done at one's will and pleasure, but it is an obligation and duty. Forgiveness is not a matter of single, isolated, scattered acts of forgiving, but more a matter of a stable, habitual manner of reconciling and reharmonizing. It is a practice, it is a habit, it is a way of living, it is a mode of being. In forgiveness, questions such as who to forgive, when to forgive, why to forgive, how many times to forgive, etc., do not arise. True forgiveness is uncalculative and unconditioned. In forgiving, God has placed at our disposal a ready spring of healing and relieving of the self. Forgiveness and reconciliation are possible only when there is a deeper spirit of gratitude, humility, contrition, and fraternity. And now the direction and the directive for our life. How foolish we will be to refuse such a reviving fount of forgiveness and reconciliation and prefer to be pressed down by and carry on the weight of hurt and negativity. Let us then today specially pray for God's grace for a little more forgiving and reconciling heart.